Ever wonder what it's like to live in a cozy New England cottage? Join us as we transform our simple ranch home into a comfy cottage. Each week, we work towards improving, maintaining, and beautifying our home and garden, all on a tight budget. Hi there, everyone.
Hey there.
Welcome. If you're new here, I'm Gina.
I'm Paul.
And we're Brambleberry Cottage. While watching this video, if you like what you see, please place a thumbs up to show you like this video. It lets us know that you like this type of content. Also, if you are new to our channel, please consider subscribing. It really helps support our channel, and we welcome you. If you're not new here, thanks for joining us again, and welcome back. So this week,
What are we going to do?
Yeah, we're going to do our back porch, which is kind of like a side. It's not like in the backyard. It's a side porch, I guess.
Right.
And it's not really technically a porch. We just call it that. It's a little landing and some stairs. So it's kind of like a mini deck. But we're doing that. It's not a lot of space, but it's usually kind of ignored, and it's just kind of there. And we'll put a wreath on the door, and that's about it. But we're going to make it a little bit nicer for the fall.
Spruce it up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's our video today. We're going to tackle a few other things. Not only that deck, but we're also going to work on some chaise lounges that we picked up for free.
Right.
And that was exciting. Someone was getting rid of them on Marketplace. And you know, if you've been with us for a while, you know we love a good free deal.
Yeah, we do.
And these were in perfect condition, except there's a couple broken pieces that are easy to fix. Maybe worn out on the handles, and it just needs to be sanded down.
Sanded, maybe some stain or something?
Yeah, just to touch it up and protect it, but also to bring it back to life a little. We're going to attempt it. Yeah. It was worth it. So we have that project, but mostly the deck is the main project.
Right.
And we're going to show you a little bit of our garden, what's kind of transpiring now in the garden as of October. So welcome to October. Happy October.
Yes.
Yeah, so we're going to show you some of the things we're doing. Well, not what we're doing, what nature's doing, what's happening in our garden here in October in New England.
It's definitely different than it was even a month ago.
For
Completely
sure.
different garden. So,
yes.
Yeah.
We'll even give you an update on what's going on in the grass. If you've been with us for a while, you know we've been kind of embarrassed by it. It's been kind of a battle with our grass, but we have a wonderful neighbor friend who's been helping us, and we've been kind of trying to figure out what's going on, and I think we might be getting there. So I'm very excited.
It's coming nicely, I think. So yeah, we're really excited about that.
It is very exciting.
Yeah.
So we're going to, just various little things, and also the walkway.
We have a walkway that I installed a few months ago, 2-3 months ago.
Yeah.
They just need a little tweaking. We'll walk you through that journey when we get to it. But yeah, I need to tweak that walkway a little bit.
Tweaking's a good word for that. Yeah, because it's already set in motion. We just have to fix it up a little.
Right. So
we're going to touch that up and hopefully fix some of the issues that have come up with that. But again, the main thing is for that side deck, getting it decorated for fall.
Right,
so we will put timestamps on all of this. So if there's things you don't want to see, you don't have to. But we're hoping you'll stay through the whole thing just to see how things are kind of developing in the yard and get to see what's going on at Brambleberry Cottage. So thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
And welcome.
Come along for the ride.
So I'm going to use this spray paint, this Rust-Oleum Stone. It's a textured finish spray paint, and this is the color here. But I'm going to spray this on the bases to get that stone look. When it's outdoors, you can't really do, like I would normally use like a plaster of Paris or a joint compound, but it's hard when it's outside. It's got to withstand all the weather. So I'm going to give this a try, and let's see how it turns out. You want to make sure it's super dry and that it's prepped good in the sense that there's no dirt or anything on it, which I already did. And if you notice, I also removed the berries from the pumpkins. I'm going to leave the leaves. We're going to do something different with that. So we have a craft melted chocolate color and a folk art craft matte burgundy color. But I have both of these that I'm going to touch up some of the leaves. Whatever seems to be faded needs a little help, and then little spots here and there that may need a touching up.
So one of the projects I'll be working on this week is fixing this path. I put the path in a couple of months ago and it works fine, except for the fact that some of the small rocks are a little too high up, so we trip on them sometimes, or the hose will catch them if the hose is dragging over it. So what I'm going to do is take out all the little rocks. There's some landscape fabric below that. I'm going to take that out and dig down. I'm going to leave the stepping stones where they are. I'm going to dig down the soil under the rocks, put the landscape fabric back, and then put the rocks back. So hopefully, I'm hoping to drop the rocks down about an inch or so they won't be a trip hazard anymore. So the landscape fabric was a bit too torn up by roots, so I won't be putting it back. I'll start dumping in the rocks. So my goal here is to have these stepping stones and the edges just a little bit higher than this rock base, so we won't be tripping over these rocks anymore. So we've sanded all this down, including this black trim up here. And we're going to touch up the paint and the stain. We are hoping to replace this door and maybe this deck next summer, as they both are in need of that. But for now, this is going to get us through and make it look presentable. So, a little paint and then a little stain.
I just got this really nice rug from Amazon. I love it. And the ones we had were just a different style and we didn't like it. So I'm going to place this here. I know a lot of people like to put welcome mats and they like to do a double layer. That's kind of the style nowadays, but I'm going to keep it just like this without the topper. I had considered redoing our choir mat, but I think I'm going to leave it like this. If I don't like it after a while, I'll change it up. But I really like the look of this, the simplicity of it. And, you know, placed our autumn wreath back there, and I talked about these. I showed you how we had redone these. I really like how it turned out. Another cool find on Marketplace. We've also repainted, and also Paul repaired the railing, one of the things here, I don't know what it's called, and then we repainted it, and also around the door frame, and we also had repainted certain things and also restained the deck, which really helped a lot, and everything's brought back to new life again. This is an update of our lawn. Our grass is doing great. There's some spots here and there because we're in shade a little bit, but all in all, it's doing fantastic. It's had all the steps we need to do, reseeded, and we fertilized for the fall. We're very excited. We are doing this somewhat traditionally, but we're trying to do it also a little bit more organically. But we're doing kind of a mix of both. But in the future, I think we'd really like to do this without chemical. There's not really a ton of chemicals, but reseeding was a big thing, and fertilizing is probably the most of that. But we're going to try in the future to do this in an organic way. But we're very excited how our mums are turning out, how the grass is turning out. We're very excited about still having tons of peppers. And we have, don't mind the hose that's going here to water our lawn. That's our sprinkler. But we have a lot of things going on here that are still in beautiful bloom. And on top, this is kind of a beautiful transition time because although we've cleaned up and harvested our crops, we'll be restarting for the fall doing some things. But also we have, while that's going on and still growing, we have some changes happening for autumn. It's very exciting, very pretty, very colorful. We still have things blooming and actually doing better than they probably did a month or so ago. Our waterfall in the pond, that's still going. It's nice to see that still kicking. That'll be closing up soon, probably by the beginning of November. We'll see how the weather is this year. Every year it's slightly different. But that's what's going on here. Just a small portion of the yard. But it's very exciting. Every season has an exciting time when it's new and fresh and you get to change up the decor. You get to see the changes in the garden and in the house with decor, and it's just really lovely to see. I think I said decor twice, but you get the picture.
Decor.
So next what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch up the arms of these chaise lounge chairs that we had picked up for free on Facebook Marketplace. So I'm just going to touch up the arms and then see from there if I need to do anything else. But I'm going to do just a really quick restain here.